Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here with BeatFaceHoney.com, and thank you so much for joining me. This past weekend, 11/11/11, was my best friend's birthday party. And for those of you who watch my other channel, which is entitled I'm Not My Makeup, it's just about my life and the crazy things that me and my friends do and the stuff that I'm doing when I'm not doing makeup. I just posted the video today of the footage from Twee's birthday party. So she decided to throw a themed gold party, and everybody at the party had to wear gold or some form of gold, and it was like Studio 54 themed. So everybody got real disco and crazy. So I posted the footage of the party on my other YouTube channel, which there will be a link right in the video to where you can go check out that video and just see us acting crazy. But I got several people asking me if I did Twee's makeup and how I did it. So I bet she never thought that she would ever have a themed video. I'm always doing like Beyonce or Rihanna. So now we have a Twee video. Oh my God, she'll be so excited. Also, on my other channel here on YouTube, I think I want to start doing rants. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with YouTube, a rant is kind of like you talking about a particular topic, whatever comes to your mind. And it's basically just you going off on it. And it could be you going off on something awesome, like how much you love your boyfriend, or it could be something like you hate how much noise your ghetto neighbors make outside your window when you're trying to do a YouTube tutorial. So I want to start doing rants, but I wonder if there's topics that you guys think that I should talk about. So if there are, feel free to write them in the comments down below to this video. I want to know what you guys want to hear about. Preferably not makeup stuff, because that's what this channel is about. This channel is about makeup and answering your makeup questions and how-to stuff. I'd rather do like real life topics on the other channel. So yeah, stay tuned to see how I did this makeup, and thanks. Okay guys, to start this very simple look, I'm going to put down my base. I want to use a gold base since my eyeshadow is going to be gold, and the base that I'm going to use is from MAC. It is called Rubenesque. And you see it's just got a very pretty gold hue to it. So I've put that on my finger, and I'm going to just spread that from my lid up to my brow. This will help keep my eyeshadow from creasing. I actually should have filled in my eyebrow first, and I forgot to do that. So I'm going to take a brow pencil from MAC. This color is called Stud, and it's just a MAC brow pencil. Whatever brown pencil that you use to fill in your eyebrows will do just fine. I'm just going to draw on the extension here. And my eyebrows are freshly waxed, so I don't really need to outline the bottom portion of my brow like I normally would. I'm just going to take a dark brown eyeshadow. I'm using Espresso from MAC, and fill in the rest of the brow. A lot of people think that you have to use a certain brow powder to fill in your eyebrows. All brow powder really is eyeshadow. So whatever eyeshadow, dark brown, will work just fine. Okay, so my eyebrows filled in, and you are going to love how simple the next step is. I'd like to think that plenty of you are familiar with the brand Mehron. This is a brand that does and focuses more so on theatrical makeup, which is like over the top, very glam makeup. Not necessarily like beauty makeup, although you can use their products for that. So while I was there, I got some loose pigments. They were very inexpensive, and this is what they look like. And you can see that it's really worn down, but it's called the Metallic Powder from Mehron, and the color is gold. I also got these other two colors. It's copper and silver. And what these are just very, very, very fine pigments. It's a loose powder when you open it up. You can't really see because of the shadow, but it's just a very loose powder. these are very pigmented, which means that a very little bit is going to go a really long way. So I'll post a link down here to where you can look into these. They're so inexpensive, and if you're just one person, it could easily last you several years. So because you only have to use a tiny amount. And I stand by it. I use it on people every single day. So I'm just going to dip my brush into that powder. And you see I'm tapping off the excess back into the jar. Because again, so you just need very little to make a mark. And I'm just putting that on my lid. I'm putting it under my brow where I would normally put my highlight. And I'm just working that down. And I'm going to add some more. You can add as much as you need or want to. Now going on to my lid and also working right into that inner eye tear duct area. And you could see by that shine, it certainly does live up to its name of being metallic. Okay, now would you believe that that is pretty much it for eyeshadow itself? That's crazy, right? And the logic behind doing that was when I initially started to do Twee's makeup, we were totally at a loss for time. It was like crunch time. People were going to start showing up at her house within the hour. And we wanted to kind of make it authentic to 70s disco Studio 54. And the thing about 70s makeup, if you really look at it, is that it's terrible. It's totally, totally awful. They didn't have the technology or the assortment of colors that we have now. They didn't have nearly what we have to work with now. So it was a lot of bright blushes and just put on poorly. So I looked up a lot of the pictures of like Diana Ross and Shaka Khan and different 70s stars and found that the makeup was bad. And that they would have one color from their brow all the way down. So that's why I did it that way. And we just all ended up really liking it. So that's the reason for just the one solid color going down. But it actually is going to work out to our benefit. So for the glitter, I'm going to take this. It is a product from LA Splash. And you can get this at Ulta. It's called the eyeshadow sealer base. I don't even know what that means, eyeshadow sealer base, but I use it for glitter. I'm just going to put some of it using the wand that comes with it. It just looks like, well, it looks like a lip gloss wand. And I'm just going to rub some of that onto the back of my hand. And now that I've got some of that product on my hand, I'm just going to dip into it with a synthetic fake hair brush and rub that all over my lid, on the inside of my eye, and everywhere where I just placed our gold. And I want to keep my eyes shut at this time because we're adding moisture to the lid, so if I open it, it will make it easier for the product to fall into the crease of my eye, and we don't want that to happen. I'm going to take Makeup Forever. This is a loose glitter. Very pretty. I got this in LA, and I've heard a lot of people say that they can't find it, and I've heard a lot of people say that it is on the website, it's not on the website. I don't know. I bought it at a makeup convention, and I really can't tell you, but any sparkly glitter will do just fine. I'm going to take some of that and just put that all the frig over my eye, even up under my brow. Okay guys, and the eyeshadow was seriously just that easy. And that's why I was so excited to do this for you guys, because I knew that so many of you could get results and have it look the way that it looks in pictures because it's so easy to do. So now I'm cleaning up under my eye just to get any loose sparkles that may have fallen or any gold powder from our eyeshadow. And just to make sure that I didn't get any gold in my eyebrow, just our leftover glitter, I'm going to go over it again with my dark brown powder. Okay, now I can take a concealer. I'm using Studio Finish from MAC. This is a full coverage concealer, and I'm just going to take my finger and put it on with my finger under the eye, working it down onto the cheekbone. Okay, Now, you can see that this is a little too light for me because I still have my summer tan. So normally I would set this with a translucent powder and just be done with it. However, I have to counteract the fact that my concealer is too light. So instead, I shall take a flesh-colored powder and set it with that. And I'm using MAC's Studio Fix. And I also set my foundation with MAC's Studio Fix. I put that over top of the foundation that I placed down. Okay, now I can go ahead and apply my eyeliner. As usual, I am using Wet n Wild's gel liner. I'm using an angled brush. You see I've got some of that on there. And I'm just starting on the inside of my eye and drawing a line out. Okay, and I'm going to draw my wing by very faintly making tiny little strokes. You see I have a small line there. Now I just have to connect that line to the line on my lid and then just fill it in. I just want to take an eyelash. I already have one on this eye, and I'm going to put one on this eye. Whatever eyelash you want to do, that'll work. I'm going to place that on my eye where I want it to be, and then just tack it down on either side. Then you just pat it down with your finger. Okay, and for the inner eye, you see I've got that white line there. So I'm going to take a color from MAC. This is called Fascinating. Just a white pencil. If you find a better alternative, then use that. And I'm going to line my waterline, this inside portion of my eye, from corner to corner. And if you have small eyes, this little trick, the lining of the eye with a white pencil, will help to open your eyes and make them look a little bit bigger. Not that I have that problem, but in all actuality, I wouldn't have done this, but Twee asked for it. So she wanted her eyes to be rimmed in white, so she was the birthday girl, so that's what I did. Okay, and now you just have to trace your lash line with black. Any matte black will do. I'm going to use this matte black from my Urban Decay 15-year anniversary palette, but whatever black you have will do just fine. And I'm literally just lining my lash line from corner to corner. All right, and now that the eye is done, I'm just going to put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, so that completes the eyes, which is freaking awesome. It's looking pretty disco. So I'm going to move on to the cheeks. In order to contour myself very naturally and lightly, I'm going to take a Studio Fix from MAC. This is a powder that is slightly too dark for me, and put that in the most hollow part of my cheek. And you see that makes a really pretty kind of natural contour as opposed to blunt, which I normally use, which makes it more of a makeup-y, obvious contour. Again, doing that in the hollow of my cheek. And for Twee's blush, I did something really horrible and pink and bright, just because that's the 70s for you. Everybody had the same color blush, and it was like this horrible rosy red. So for Twee, I used Frankly Scarlet, which is like a hot pink blush from MAC. If that's the look you're going for, you could do that. However, I think that makes it more costumey, which was okay because that's what we were going for the Studio 54 themed party. But I'm going to do something a little bit more natural that will make this look a little bit more wearable. And that is Gingerly from MAC. This is my favorite blush. It's what I wear all the time. And I'm just putting that on the balls of my cheeks. It's still pink, but nothing like Frankly Scarlet. That is hooker red, if you will. Okay, and now for the lip. Now this, again, takes it into costumey, but I would actually wear this out. I'm crazy like that, though, so maybe you won't want to. Maybe you'll just stop at the eyes, which is really pretty. You can go with a earthy kind of gloss or just a pinkish nude lipstick. But we're going to go all out here because that was definitely a major factor in Twee's look. So I'm just going to take a clear lip gloss. This is Wet Sticks CoverGirl, and I'm going to put some of that on the back of my hand. And you can kind of see I got some of that on my hand. And I'm going to take our metallic powder and mix it into that lip gloss. Okay, that is it. The gold mixed with the lip gloss. And I'm just going to put that on. It's like tinfoil on your lips. It's so awesome. And a lot of you may be wondering if this is safe to ingest or safe to put on your lips. However, I am happy to report that Twee is still living. She's still growing strong, so it must not be that bad. And these pigments, MAC sells loose pigments, they are expected to be mixed and possibly put on your lips. So I'm sure that it's very safe to do. I can't get over how awesome this is on my lips. There we go. I turned off one of my lights so you can kind of see how like super crazy shiny this is. And also my eyes. Okay, and I'm going to just throw some glitter, the same glitter that I put on my eyes. So that concludes Twee's Studio 54 themed all gold party. And if you have not checked out the video yet to see all of the photos and the footage from her awesome birthday party, then I hope you will follow the link, which is in this video right now, probably here, and go check it out. Go see what everybody wore to her party. And also don't forget to put your comments below as to what it is you want to hear me talk about, preferably stuff other than makeup, on my other channel entitled I'm Not My Makeup. Also, I hope you're following me on Twitter, and I hope we're friends on Facebook. And there are links to everything that I just mentioned down below in the information box below this video. And as always, I hope to see you right back here very soon. Thanks. Bye.